You want to learn how to grow desert roses from seeds? Let's go. I'll show you. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to want some seeds, right? I'll get them. This is what desert rose seeds look like. See them? Anyone tries to sell you anything differently, they aren't desert rose seeds. The thing you're going to need containers to soak your seeds in. These are my go-to. Now, I usually soak my seeds for about 12 hours. Depending on how dry your seeds are, you're going to want to change that. So if they're really fresh seeds, you might not need to soak them at all. But if you've had them for a little bit, you're going to want to soak them, and you are going to want, hang on, let's just pull a seed out. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to notice on your seed, goddamn, see your little seed here, see how brown it is? Come on, get in focus. But you want to make sure that your entire seed is damp, dare I say moist. You don't want it to rot out, but you definitely don't want to see a spot on your seed that is dry and the other side is wet. So you may have to get in there and kind of finger fiddle these little fuckers around a bit, right? I said what I said. I got to put it back in the right space. So once you are done soaking your seeds, so about, I don't know, 5 to 14 hours. I'm going to keep it that wide of a range because I don't have your seeds. I'm not looking at your seeds. You are smart and you're going to be able to tell how long they need to soak for. So you don't want them so wet that they're rotted, like an old coochie or something. I don't know. But you don't want them so dry that they're not going to germinate. I feel like there are just a fuck ton of euphemisms that we could get into here. Yep, it's going to be whether or not the intrusive thoughts win today. Look at my hair. My hair is just fucking coming undone. But what else you're going to need? I'll flip the camera. Okay. After your seeds have soaked, you can do one of two directions. You can put them down here on a tray like this. You put a paper towel in, you dampen it or you moisten it, and then you put another paper towel over it. My dog's in my business. You put another paper towel over it and then you cover it. And this is called the paper towel method. Now I do this for some of my specialty seeds and something like a Dorset horn, which makes it really, really hard for that outer seed capsule to come off. And what I typically do is I have a heating mat under here, and you want your heating mat set between 75 to 85 degrees. Again, you don't want this so hot that you're going to bake them. The other way you can go about planting your seeds is you can go ahead and put your seeds. Now this is just a regular straight up seed starting mix, because the seed starting mix is what you need for baby seedlings. It is not what you need for mature plants, right? So basically any seed potting mix. I have got a 10-20 tray and I have got a cover. And so initially what I will do, these guys you're seeing, they're about a week out. I have got them in a 10-20 tray. I've got a thermostat hooked up and it is to 82 degrees and it's set on 81.5. And there is a heating mat under here. And so when you want to take your seeds out of your little water container, you will put them out in rows and then you put a very, very tiny amount of soil over the top. You put your dome over it, and then every I don't know, like 2-3 times a day, you want to take the lid off, and then you want to make sure they've got enough water and enough moisture. And in about 3 to 5 days, you will start to see germination. And it's the same when you do the paper towel method as well. Once all of your seeds have germinated, I pull that lid off. Simply because what you're going to run into is moisture is going to be the big enemy here. So, and fungus. And so I will sometimes spray the soil or the seeds with a little shot of fungicide. And so that's why once your seeds completely germinate, I pop that top off and then I just let them go. And then once they get, I'll flip the camera again. Once these guys get about 6 to 8 leaves, that is when I transfer them and up pot them. But you can see right now, all of these little baby Dorset horns, they are not ready to be up potted. This is a Japanese giant, another variety. And off topic, you can see how large these guys and these guys are growing compared to the tiny little Dorset horns. So that's it. That's how I start my seeds. If you have any questions, you can drop them down below. And I've been growing these guys from seeds for about probably about 15 years now. So plenty of ways you can do it. That is just the way I have found it to be successful here in Kansas City. Good luck.